Hey there, I'm Remington from Impulse Creative, and we're digging into custom objects in HubSpot. Now, one of the top custom objects that we think that are necessary, we're going through a list of 10 of them, but one of the top ones is the Smarketing content object. Now, that Smarketing resource or Smarketing content, whatever you want to talk about, is super important because it can enable your sales and marketing teams to work in synergy. You can even extend it through to your service and success teams too, but it really works well based on the conversations that are happening in real life. Now, I'm gonna paint a picture. You've built out your Smarketing team. You've got your Smarketing meetings. You've got people that have a list of content that needs to be generated, and you've got your sales team that is just scouring information, creating ideas for that content. You're meeting on an ongoing basis. You're having really engaging conversations internally, except nothing is changing on the outset to the people who even ask those questions internally. That's a problem. We're creating this loop of how to create engaging and actionable content, and we're not closing the loop with the actual context to ask the question. And that's because we're operating in silos. Those tasks are being created in a project management system. The content is being created in a Google Doc, and then it's just being given to the salesperson, hopefully, without any intended goals. So there's a blog about this in detail about how to build this out, but using a Smarketing resource custom object allows for you to keep track of the resources that are available, make it searchable for your sales team so that they can access information on the fly, and close the loop to people who are using it. So imagine that we had Jane Doe. She comes in and she asks your key salesperson a question, and that's a question that hasn't been directly answered before. The salesperson's going to do a really good job of having that conversation and engaging in the direction of that. But it's one of those things that's stuck in their head is, wow, this is a question I haven't been asked before. Perfect opportunity for content. So because they have a Smarketing team all set up, that person's going to hit up a Slack message and send over the information. A lot of cases it comes across as a blog topic. It doesn't come through with what was said in the sales meeting. And if it worked really well, you'd want to know that. And so what you can do with this Smarketing resource object is you can make it so that the salesperson can create the object. It could create that question. And if there isn't anything searchable by that term, create a new instance of that object and call it whatever the title is, give a little bit of information about what was needed, and now what you can do is set up automation to notify marketing, to come back through and move it into a stage where it can actually be worked on and delivered. And then the best part, if you've got a relatively quick turnaround time, you can update that stage as a marketer in the CRM, which will notify the owner that that content has been updated, which will notify the customer that that question was even asked. It can be magical for the organization, and it can really help you scale. And bonus points, that custom object for those resources could be turned into a CMS page if you're using HubSpot CMS, and it could be a directory of all the content and the resources that are available. Turn it into a blog, repurpose it for audio content. You could do anything with this content, and you can make it accessible to your prospects, your customers, your sales team, and the marketers, and you can close the loop when it all happens. So if you need any help with this object or any other custom object, please feel free to reach out to Impulse Creative. We can help you out and make HubSpot do things that you never imagined it could.